Today we are kicking off things with a special unboxing the entire Rasasi Havas lineup. Now let's dive straight into the unboxing. So first up we have the original Rasasi Havas, the one that started it all. I have used this one as you can see for obvious reasons. We'll check the atomizer on it and let's see how it smells. It opens with a lot of citruses, sweet, cinnamon and apple. The opening here is very bright, very uplifting. Since I've used this one a lot, it remains fresh for a long time and it is also fruity and soft spicy. It is known for its plum note. The dry down becomes very musky and ambery, which makes it very long lasting. It is a great fragrance for all kinds of weather and it shines during the daytime. It's good for casual occasions. It can also be used in the office but with less sprays. If you go heavy on this one, this will project a lot. Overall, very likable, very versatile. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Next up, we have the Rasasi Havas Ice, the first flanker in the lineup. And this is the freshest one apparently. The bottle design looks very similar to the OG except the white cap. But does it smell similar or has the same DNA? We'll find out. Right away, I get a blast of citruses, some mint over here. I can instantly feel that this has a toned down sweetness to it. The sweetness is definitely less than the OG, but very similar DNA, very cooler and minty vibe to it. That's why the name Ice, I think. I believe it is a very cool version of Havas DNA. It's going to be a great pick for summer or hot weather. Very good for gym or workout situations. So the performance on this, by the time I post the video, I will test all the flankers a couple of times and give you the performance of each one right here on the screen. But as I know Havas line is known for their amazing performance and longevity, they have very good projection, very good CRs to it. So I believe this will also be on the same path. Coming back to Ice, I will rate this one a 8 out of 10 for now. Very clean, very fresh, great for summer. Now moving on to the second flanker, Havas Black. This one's their take on the Aventus DNA. It justifies the name Black, as you can see. Even the cap here is black. But how does it smell? We'll find out. So we are talking about the Aventus DNA here. I can definitely pick up some pineapple, some citruses. There is Okmos also in here. It's a very fresh but going towards a more darker and mature direction compared to the OG. The dry down on this will have more woody, green and earthy vibe. This one's often compared to Nishane Hachivat, which is a high-end niche fragrance. I would say Havas Black can be worn all year around, but where exactly will this be perfect to use? I think formal events, weddings, dinners would be some perfect occasions to wear this one. The performance on this one is here for you on the screen. If you love citrusy, woody, and earthy fragrances, Havas Black is for you. Right now, I would rate this one a 8.2 out of 10. A very classy, fresh, mature scent. The next flanker in the Havas line is Fire. This was released in January 2025 itself. The presentation here also resembles the name Fire. As you can see, the bottle is completely red and fiery. We'll check the atomizer and see how it smells. Very aromatic, very fresh, slightly aquatic with a warm, ambery, soft spiciness to it. I guess the spices will be more prominent in the dry down after a while, and I'm not sure right now. It feels a little bit synthetic, but we'll find out when I use it properly. Overall, this is a very bold, perfect scent for evenings, which can be avoided during the hot summer months. Really good for social gatherings, parties, and get togethers. More of a casual occasion, in my opinion. Really good for winters and cooler months. Longevity and the performance is right here on the screen for you guys. Right now, I would rate a 8 out of 10 because I'm smelling it for the first time. This rating might change later on. Overall, this is a very fresh, warm, spicy scent. And finally, we have the latest release, Havas Elixir. This is being directly compared to Jean Paul Gaultier's Limahl Elixir. Let's see how it smells. We'll check the atomizer first. Smells fresh, sweet. I get a little bit of lavender, some mintiness also. I can figure out the vanilla tonka bean combination going on here. This smells intoxicating, guys. So the thing with vanilla fragrances is that they become a little bit heavy sometimes. They come under the oriental gourmand type, so the fragrances sometimes smell almost edible. So coming back to Havas Elixir, overall, this is a very fresh, creamy, rich vanilla fragrance. It is perfect for clubbing and parties during the winter time. Can also be worn in the summer, but indoors only. Performance. Right now, I think this will be a great performer, but you can have a look on my personal ratings on performance right here. I will give this one a 8.5 out of 10 right now. Alright guys, that wraps up my first ever YouTube video in which we did the whole Rasasi Havas lineup. Actually, each of this fragrance has its own vibe, but if I had to pick, I would pick Havas Elixir for the winter and OG for all year round because this is very versatile. But I want to hear from you guys, which ones do you think is suitable for your styles? Drop your comments below and let me know your thoughts. I also want to tell you that there's a lot of content which is coming. I'll be getting new perfumes, doing a lot of unboxing videos, giving reviews. Soon I'll be getting some hidden gems also. If you liked my first video, please show some love and subscribe to my channel. Let's build a fragrance community together. See you in the next video. Take care and smell amazing.